Heath Ledger was at the top of his game, young, talented, and loved around the world. But behind the success, he was struggling. No sleep, a broken heart, and the pressure to be perfect. In his final 24 hours, everything caught up with him. This is the true story of what really happened and the signs we all missed. Hello friends, and welcome to Link to Legends. But before we begin, tell me, where in the world are you watching from? Comment your city or country below. Let's see how far this legend story travels. And you know, what you're about to hear might surprise you, so make sure you watch all the way to the end. The rise and the struggle. Heath Ledger's death in 2008 shocked the world. He was only 28 and already a famous actor with a bright future. People loved him for his role as the Joker in The Dark Knight and his emotional acting in Brokeback Mountain and A Knight's Tale. His sudden death left fans and the film industry heartbroken because he had so much talent and potential. Heath started acting at school and got small roles in Australian movies and television shows. At 19, he moved to Los Angeles and became known for 10 Things I Hate About You in 1999. He continued to rise with roles in The Patriot and Monsters Ball, but it was Brokeback Mountain in 2005 that truly showed how great an actor he was. Critics called his performance mesmerizing, and the New York Times praised how deeply he played the role. For Brokeback Mountain, Heath was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor at just 26, making him one of the youngest ever. He didn't win, but the movie brought him happiness in real life too. He met actress Michelle Williams on set, and they moved to Brooklyn and had a daughter, Matilda Rose, in late 2005. To fans, it looked like Heath had everything: success and a happy family, but behind the scenes he was struggling. He had trouble sleeping, sometimes only getting 2 hours a night, and started using substances more and more. Even with his success, he felt lost. In 2006, Michelle asked Heath to move out of their home. Even after their breakup, he stayed close to his daughter and tried to see her as much as he could. The Dark Knight and the Cost of Becoming the Joker. In 2007, while preparing for the role of the Joker, Heath Ledger stayed alone in a London hotel for a month. He kept a diary and practiced different voices to fully become the character. He gave an open interview to Sarah Lyle, published in the New York Times on the 4th of November, 2007. In it, he talked about his struggle with insomnia, especially while working on The Dark Knight. He described the Joker as a psychopathic, mass-murdering, schizophrenic clown with zero empathy. This deep role made his insomnia worse. He said, "Last week, I probably slept an average of 2 hours a night. My body was tired, but my mind wouldn't stop. On one bad night, he took Ambien, but even that didn't help." Final days and tragic end. By January 2008, Heath had a chest illness. He told his co-star from the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, Christopher Plummer, that he still couldn't sleep. Plummer believed he might have had walking pneumonia. His friend and voice coach Jerry Grenell stayed with him in his last weeks. He would often find Heath awake and walking around at night. When asked to sleep, Heath replied, "I can't sleep, man." He was also heartbroken after his breakup with Michelle Williams and missed his family and daughter. His family was worried. The night before he died, his sister called to warn him not to mix sleeping pills with other medicine. Heath replied, "Katie, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing." In his last interview with Chuck the Movie Guy, he talked about his role in I'm Not There. He called it strange, bold, and a way to explore Bob Dylan's soul. It's hard to believe that the same man who became the Joker would pass away just weeks later. The day of his death, the 22nd of January, 2008. At 12:30 p.m., Heath Ledger was in his apartment in Soho, New York. His housekeeper, Teresa Solomon, let herself in as usual. She cleaned the apartment once a week. The place was filled with skateboards and had a relaxed vibe. The bedroom door was closed, but that didn't seem odd. Around 1 p.m., Teresa went into the bedroom to change a light bulb in the bathroom. She saw Heath lying face down on the bed, snoring softly, covered up to his shoulders. Thinking he was just sleeping, she quietly left. At 2:45 p.m., massage therapist Diana Wolozin arrived for his scheduled session at 3 p.m. She knocked on the door but got no response. By 3:10 p.m., she tried calling his phone, still no answer. Worried, Diana walked in. Heath was still in bed, face down under the sheets. She set up her massage table and then tried waking him. When he didn't respond, she felt something was wrong. Strangely, instead of calling 911 right away, Diana first phoned Mary Kate Olson, a close friend of Heath's. Olson, who was in California, said she would send her security team to help. Minutes later, Diana called her again and said, "I think he may be dead. I'm calling 911. At 3:26 p.m., Diana finally called 911. The operator told her how to perform CPR. Paramedics arrived at 3:33 p.m., moved Heath to the floor, and tried to save him. But at 3:36 p.m., Heath Ledger was pronounced dead. It's believed he had already passed away a couple of hours earlier. When police entered Heath Ledger's apartment, they found 6 prescription bottles medication for anxiety, pain, and sleep. All were legally prescribed, some even from Europe. A rolled-up $20 bill was found nearby, but no illegal drugs or alcohol were in his system. Toxicology reports revealed a deadly mix: oxycodone and hydrocodone for pain, diazepam and alprazolam for anxiety, doxylamine for sleep. This combination can slow the brain and breathing to the point where the heart simply stops. The theories and truth. There was public curiosity when the masseuse called actress Mary Kate Olson before calling 911. Some suspected she had a role in the drugs, but no evidence ever proved that. Olson's lawyer said she had nothing to do with it. Heath's father later said, "It was entirely his fault. He made the choice to take those substances." A heartbreaking but honest truth from a grieving parent. Heath Ledger's memory lives far beyond that tragic day. From private memorials in Los Angeles to a theater in Australia named after him, his presence is still felt. In The Dark Knight, his Joker became a legend. He won the Oscar for it after his death. It's a powerful reminder: even the brightest souls can carry the heaviest darkness. If this story moved you, share it. Talk about it. Let's never stay silent when someone is struggling inside. Subscribe for more true stories that must be heard. Now it's your turn. Tell me, who should we explore next? Should we uncover the mystery behind Princess Diana, dive into the mind of Robin Williams, or revisit the legend of Bruce Lee? Comment your pick below. Let's keep their stories alive together. And if you're into powerful final chapters, don't miss our deep dive into Tupac Shakur's last 24 hours. It's raw, emotional, and unforgettable.